In the latest MLB The Show live stream, the San Diego Studios development team finally revealed what franchise will look like in MLB The Show 19. And as you guys know, franchise is my favorite mode, and these new features that they've revealed will improve on an already really strong experience. But before we go all of that, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any MLB The Show 19 news. I'll be covering all the features, news, and updates before the game comes out on March 26th, and then we'll kick off my franchise Road to the Show and Diamond Dynasty series on launch day. All right, let's jump into 8 new franchise mode features in MLB The Show 19. Number 1, in-season contract extensions. There will be 2 phases in franchise which you can extend young and old players that have 1 year remaining on your team. The first phase will be in spring training, and then again when you get close to the trade deadline. You also have the ability to change payout structure so that it's balanced at normal, front-loaded, or backloaded, which makes things really nice. This has been on wish lists for years, but this feature is so small, by now it's something I just would have expected to be in the game already. Regardless, I'm glad that it's finally in and that I can finally lock my players in before it gets to free agency. Number 2, real-life contracts. This year the team is focused on getting true-to-life contracts in the games for every player on the 40-man roster for each team. Another very small feature, but this is a good one. It'll add so much more authenticity to the mode. And finally, as you get later years down in your franchise, it'll be more realistic, almost like the actual MLB. Number 3, new full screen player card graphics. A newly designed player card that shows much of the same information as before, but is now full screen and a lot cleaner with a more modern look. Each year the show has been getting better and better with their presentation, graphics, and packages. I mean, just look at the card design from 3 years ago with MLB The Show 16. Huge difference. They're definitely heading in the right direction, and the next thing to do is to find ways to pull in more statistics, more graphical data to this card. Number 4, a new scoreboard bug. Theme 1 and Theme 2 graphics packages have been completely redesigned, and the score bug now has more information to help you know who's on the mound, who's at the plate, how they're performing, and where you're at the batting order. Similar to the graphics packages, this new scoreboard bug is simple, but very helpful. It has definitely been a pain point for me in strike zone camera or playing in a minor league game where I don't recognize the player or I forget where I'm at in the order. I just don't have any idea of what's going on. Or even worse, if I don't know who the player is, man, I'm lost. This looks to solve that. Number 5, new pre-pitch cameras. These are cinematic cameras that cycle either before pitches, when you're pitching, hitting, or both. You will have the ability to change the frequency of these cameras as well as to turn them off if you want. There will be adjustable camera types and frequency that will give you a great in-between pitch experience. This might arguably be the biggest feature that they've added into franchise mode. Now, it's not just franchise mode, it's also in some of the other modes, but they hadn't confirmed if it's an online or not. It might just be offline only. This will help freshen up franchise mode, but I think it may get repetitive. Only time will tell. Number 6, new in-game overlay graphics packages. With these new in-game graphics packages, it'll show you more information about what's happening in your game and season that also integrates animated player models into graphical environments. As a part of the broader graphics packages, this is great. The show is catching up in this department very well, and I'm looking forward to seeing all the scenes and new stats that they've integrated into this graphics package. Number 7, a new sideline reporter, Heidi Watney. Heidi is a host and reporter for the MLB network and is the first ever sideline reporter in MLB The Show. She'll bring in consistent updates when MLB teams are playing in your franchise, so not in minor leagues, not in a Diamond Dynasty or anything like that, just MLB teams in franchise. Now, games like NBA 2K and Madden have implemented a sideline reporter, and while it's a nice touch for authenticity, it's not very groundbreaking. If her lines get a bit too repetitive, I can't see this being as big as an innovation as the amount of time they put into it. Regardless, very cool to see. Hope they continue to build out Heidi's role in this game. And lastly, number 8, equipable stadium sounds. These are sounds that you can get in packs, succeeding in March to October, moments, or the marketplace to equip in your stadium for your franchise. Now, I really like this. I tried stadium sounds a few times before, but was having problems transferring over music from a USB drive and then worrying about copyright. I just stopped. But that doesn't mean I still don't want to have some cool sounds heard over the PA while I'm competing in my franchise. key here is for them to have hundreds of sounds to choose from. That'll make it fun, allow you to get really custom. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. 8 new franchise mode features in MLB The Show 19. Which one are you most excited about? And overall, are you excited for franchise mode in MLB The Show? Let me know down in the comments. And until the next video, we'll see ya. Peace.